No code app builder tutorial. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you about an app or a website that can help you create apps without having to need to code. So having said that, let's just get right into it. So this is the website right here. It's called bubble.io and it's very fun. So it's absolutely free. You can go ahead and sign up and you can start creating an app and developing it and designing it for free, and you don't even have to do all the coding. So if we come over here, scroll down over here, as you can see, we get a little bit of preview of how it really works. So you have a couple of different options over here and you can get started. So let me just go ahead and show you without wasting any more of your time. So to sign up, all you have to do is click on get started for free over here, or get started over here at the top right corner. So let me just go ahead and click on get started. Over here you can just simply sign up by using your email address or your password, or if you already have an account you can go ahead and log in. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign up and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, so once you sign up, they give you an agreement. All you have to do is click on I agree to their terms and services. Wait a couple of seconds and they're going to ask you, what are you using Bubble for? To start your own app, start work on a side business, make your small business, build a prototype or stuff like that. I'm just going to go ahead and click on I'm just testing it out. And what stages are you in? So I'm looking for inspiration. I have an idea. I want to build it. I've built it before and I want to recreate using Bubble. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on I'm looking for inspiration, click on next. You can skip these questions if you want to, or you can go ahead and answer them so you get a better idea and get a better tool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and none of these describes me, friends and colleagues. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Click on next. Myself, click on submit. Thanks. Wait a couple of seconds for it to load. Over here, as you can see, they're loading their application, or they're loading your application. And once it starts over here, as you can see, this is how it looks like. And over here on the left side, you have a couple of different options. So first up, you have the design element, and over here you have all these different options that you can just simply click on or drag and drop however you want them. Oh, and then you have your workflow, you have your data, style, plugins if you want to add plugins, settings and logs and whatnot. So first up, as you can see, this is the UI builder over here. You have your tutorial over here. You can go ahead and we'll just skip that. Okay, close that up. Over here, let's go ahead and hide that arrow. So this is it right here. This is your option. You can go ahead and move it however you want it. You can add it wherever you like. So first up, we have the text. So we can go ahead and click on text, and over here we'll just go ahead and drop it over here. We can go ahead and edit it in this section over here which says edit me. We can go ahead and write whatever we want. So we'll just go ahead and write welcome. As you can see, welcome is over here. We can go ahead and change the size of the box we want, or we can apply other things such as we have our style over here. We can change the body copy, body small, whatever we want. We have our fonts over here. Let's go ahead and change the font as well. So if we have Lotto right now, we have all these different fonts. So let me just search for a font over here. Let's see if they have it. So they have Montserrat. I'm gonna go ahead and add 600 Montserrat. As you can see over here, it's in italic. And over here, as you can see, this is how it looks like. We can go ahead and add that over here. We have this option over here. If we click on it, we can choose the option as well. So we have placeholder, choose an option over here. We have static choices. We can add in choices and enter in. So let's go ahead and click on add in sign up. We'll just click on enter and we'll just add log in. There we go. So whenever someone clicks on it, they'll be getting these options over here, and I think it looks pretty good. Conditions, then we have conditions over here, and then we have transitions. So condition is when this drop down is hovered, or when this drop down is focused, or when this drop down is invalid. We can choose whichever one we want. So this is the appearance over here. I'm just showing you how it basically works. You guys have to use your own creativity to do whatever you want. You can also add a video template over here, so let's go ahead and add that as well. We can go ahead and add a video over here. We can choose the source of our video. We can either use YouTube or Vimeo, whichever one we want, and then we can add a link to a video. So let's go ahead and go over to YouTube for now and just copy whatever video that we can. So let's go ahead and choose this video over here. We'll just go ahead and copy this video and we'll just place our ID over here and we'll just enter that. Play video automatically unload. Let's go ahead and choose that option, or you can replay the video when over, and we'll choose that as well. And we can choose the overall size of the video as well. So we'll just keep it at that, and let me just put this in the middle right here or at the top. We can choose our options over here, put our video over here, then we have our style or whatever. So next thing what we can do is we have our buttons, we have our icons. Let's go ahead and click on buttons. We'll add a button over here. And actually, let me just go ahead and remove this. We'll just click on delete and delete it. And in this button, we'll just go ahead and add whatever we want. Let's go ahead and add buy button, or let's go ahead and add a sign up. Actually, this would look much better. Now we have our button over here, right? Now what we can do is we can change its function in workflow. If we come over here, as you can see, we have our buttons over here. We'll click on buttons, and over here we have the button sign up. We have the current, the event color. We'll change it to blue. And workflow folder, we can create a new folder if we want to. This is the button over here. What we can do is we can click and add an action over here. So we just add an action over here. We have our account, we have the sign the user up, we have the log the user in, we have the sign up / login with social network, whichever one we want. We have all these different options. So we'll just go ahead and click on sign up with social networks, and over here, as you can see, we have our options over here. We can add a oath provider or whatever, and we can click another action over here. We can change it to the sign up page or the login page as well. Actually, we'll just delete that. We'll just keep the sign up page over here. Let me just go ahead and delete this actually, and we'll just go ahead and click on the sign up page. And over here we have our email address, our password over here. Require a password for confirmation, send an email for confirmation. And once we have done that, there we go. It's pretty much done. And then we can add another option, and we can change it to the navigation and go over to an external website, or go to the previous page, or refresh the page, or go to page, whichever one we want. It's pretty simple. And if you are, if you want to have a payment system as well, like, if you want like a paid subscription for the sign up, then you can go ahead and add that as well. You simply click on payment, and you have to install for more payments. Over here you can search for, as you can see, you have Stripe, PayPal, we have Braintree, Stripe, JS, whichever one you want. So we'll just go ahead and choose PayPal, and we'll just install it, and we'll click on done. There we go. And we'll go over to the payment method over here. I don't know why is it installed yet. As you can see, it's installed, but I don't see it over here. We go into the plugins, and over here you will have your PayPal over here, as you can see. So as you can see, it's pretty simple. So we'll just click on it, and we'll click on the image, and we'll just click on over here, add the image. All right, this is going to be our background for the image, and we can upload our static image if we want to. Actually, this is the first thing that we should have done in the beginning, but hey, you know what, I'm a beginner just as like you are, so just basically showing you how it works. So let's go ahead and upload a static image. So the image should be something like skateboard related, since we're creating a skateboarding app or stuff like that. We can upload our own image, or we can search for free images using their external sources that they have. So we can search over here, skateboard. We'll just click on search skateboard over here. No images found. So search pixels for free images as well. So we'll go over to pixels, skateboard over here. As you can see, I think I like this picture as well. So let's go ahead and download this image. Okay, so now that we have our image, let's go ahead and upload that image that we downloaded. It was this one. There we go. Wait for a couple of seconds for the image to upload, and there you go. Now you can go ahead and move the image however you like it, like stretch it or whatever, however you feel like it. I think this is much better. There you go. Then you can go ahead and edit it as well, like you can add like a sign up button over here as well, however you feel like it. It all depends upon you. And as I said before, let's go ahead and add the video as well. We'll just add in the video key. There we go. Okay, so this is not what we wanted. We added the video, so we'll just go ahead and add that, and we'll close it, and we'll just say that play the video and start and loading. And once we have done that, reveal the element tree. We can choose whichever we want. Let's go ahead and close that up, and we have our video over here, which will be played however we would like it. Just go ahead and put that over here, and over here we'll just add our sign up button. We'll just call it sign up, and then there we go. We can start to edit it in the work tree. Over here, let me just go ahead and delete that. Over here we have our buttons. We'll just call it blue, add in the sign the user up, and then afterwards we'll just go ahead and through navigation we'll just refresh the page, and there we go, we're done. And there we go. So this is basically how it looks like, you know, however you want. As you can see, you have a lot of different options over here. You have the login form as well, so you can go ahead and add that if you want to. It's pre-made over here, you don't have to create one as well. So let's go ahead and drop that up over here and sign up on my app. We'll just say sign up. And over here we have our options to cut off the content, shrink the element, or you can reveal in the element tree, or whichever one you want. We have our conditions, we have our transaction. You can add a condition if you want to, like define a condition when click on or when submitted on, or if you want to, or you can remove the condition however you feel like it. So this is how it looks like. You can go ahead and change all of these up. We'll just, you know, move it over here at the top, and it's basically done. So you can do whichever one. You also have a search bar option as well, so you can go ahead and add like a search bar over here so that people can type whatever they want and they can find the application that they want to. And then you can go into the workflow, then you can add these buttons over here. So when this button is switched, you can add what this button will do. Over here, as you can see, you can change what this button does by just adding in the options. Then you have our plugins over here, you have your style, you have your data and everything. So it's pretty simple, it's really easy. It's just a simple drag and drop tool that you can use to create your own apps, and you don't even have to know any coding whatsoever. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you don't want to use bubble.com, there are other options as well, such as adalo.com, we have appypie.com, we have the buildfire.com, and we also have appsheet.com. Now these are all pretty amazing free tools that you can use to create a application without having the need to know how to code. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment sections down below, and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as possible. So having said that, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and until then, take care and goodbye.